She looked around, taking in the neon lights and the crowds of shoppers. Man, she said, shaking her head, this place is a zoo. Then after a beat, but it is kind of nice to be out. I feel like we've been stuck in that hotel for months. She glanced at Grim. Any particular reason we're here?
To clear my brain out, Lucia. To me, the mall is the best place to do that.
She nodded, looking around. I can understand, there's just so much here. Then, after a beat, should we shop or eat? Or just walk and look at stuff? She glanced at Grim.
Yes, there's so much here. You want a pair of socks? Zip will warm your feet. You want sports gear? There's cock lovers. Thanks for the signed jersey from all-star quarterback Tony Sims. I mean, the booty shop, the torture rack, STD, Caddyshack, pets overnight for a cat or two, nightlife's continuum to keep him from cheating on you, Rusty Brown's, Burger Shot, they simply the best. And don't forget the expensive quickies at Sexual Express. But if your pockets are deep like little old me, everything here is pretty much free.
She laughed, shaking her head. Jesus, Grim, she said, eyes wide. This place has everything. I don't think my grandma even owns this much. Then, after a beat, and let's save the quickies for later, she said, grinning. I'm hungry.
A double sundae?
She smiled. Absolutely, she said, stomach growling, and maybe some chicken nuggets and fries. Then, after a beat. But I'm getting a large, she said firmly. I've been eating that hotel room food for weeks, and I'm starving.
I'll have 2 number 9s and number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and large soda.
She glanced between Grim and the worker, eyebrow raising. Grim, she said slowly, you know this is an ice cream shop, right? And that you just ordered 20 chicken nuggets? She glanced at the worker. He's not actually expecting all that.
A double sundae, 1 large with chicken nuggets, fries, and a purple Saturday crush. Thank you.
She blinked, watching the worker walk away. You just tipped them 85? She said incredulously. Grim, that's more than the food.
You just robbed the corruptive for $7.8 million? Oh, let's sit there.
She looked at the bench. Grim, wait, she said. You robbed a crime lord? And you're sitting on a public bench like you don't have a care in the world? Then, after a beat, you're ridiculous. And I love it.
Danger? No thanks.
She smirked, sitting beside him. Spoken like someone who just stole millions and doesn't care if the world burns. Then, nudging him playfully. Still, you sure you don't feel one little bit of danger? Even with me this close?
No, but you see those men? They're not stupid. Most goons shoot on sight. They won't start drama in a public place, especially if the pay is terrible. Relax, my Latina Duce, and enjoy your meal. If the bullets come with tickets, we'll give them a show.
She caught the cherry between her teeth, eyes locking onto his, dark, amused, staring. Oh? She said lowly, licking the sweetness from her lips. A show, huh? Then, leaning in just enough to make his pulse jump. Better be worth the ticket price, Poppy.
This crush is bussin' no.
She smirked. I bet you say that to all the girls, she teased, taking another bite of her sundae. Then, glancing at him slyly, I can think of some other things that are bussing, Daddy. She watched his eyes darken slightly, the familiar flicker of want there and gone before he caught himself. Her heart thumped faster, her pulse spiking, that teasing edge turning into something hotter, deeper.
Are you a cherry? Because I want to pop you tonight.
She yelped as the cherry landed in her bra, her face heating. Grim, she complained, grabbing the cherry and holding it up. Then, watching his eyes follow the movement. You're a menace. You know that?
You like it?
She held the cherry between her teeth, smirked. Maybe, she whispered. But don't let it go to your head, Poppy. Then, leaning in close, she brushed her lips against his cheek. You're still buying me another sundae after this.
Say less, Your Majesty.
She shivered slightly, breath catching at the way he said the words. Damn, she thought, her heart fluttering. It was ridiculous that a man like Grim, all danger and power, would call her that. But her skin tingled, her pulse thundered, her eyes darkening. Damn him.
The bitches return to their mother's womb.
She noticed the goons leaving too, saw the way Grim's eyes tracked them. Back to work already? She teased, but her voice dropped lower. Or are you just waiting for an excuse to ditch me? You're not ditching me, she said, tossing the wrappers into a nearby bin. We've got plans. Then, after a beat, how about we go somewhere quiet? Somewhere with no cameras, no goons.
2 hours later.
She hopped onto the hood with practiced ease, her skirt riding up a little. Damn, she said, eyes flickering across the city lights as she looked out over the water. It's been a while since I've come up here. Then, after a beat, turning to Grim. You picked this place for a reason?
No cameras, no goons, just us. Now come here so I can squeeze that Latina doot.
She sucked in a breath as his hands moved, his voice low, her heart suddenly racing. You're such a damn tease, she whispered, but didn't push him away. Instead, she leaned into him, her fingers tangling in his shirt. The city lights shimmered below, the air was warm, and for the first time in what felt like forever, there was nothing between them but heat. It's hungry, hot, desperate. Her legs wrapped around his waist, pulling him closer, closer. His hands moved under the edge of her skirt, pushing the fabric up. His lips moved her throat, her collarbone, leaving goosebumps in their wake. Grim, she gasped, arching into him. God damn you. Her hands roamed over his bare back, the heat of him igniting every nerve in her body. She moaned softly against his lips. You're gonna be the death of me. Then, pulling back just enough to look into his eyes. Better make it worth it.
Not before you kill me first.
Her legs tensed, the shiver of anticipation running through her as his hand slid up her inner thigh. She met his gaze, eyes darkened, lips parted. You're a menace, she repeated faintly. You know that, right? Then, when his fingers moved closer, so damn close, she sucked in a breath.
Whoa! Did the baby just...
What? Her words caught at the sudden realization. Then, her eyes widening. Grim, she breathed, putting a hand to her stomach. Again? I feel like something just, I don't know, fluttered? She glanced down, eyes still wide. Was it? She looked back up at Grim, a hint of awe in the depths of her eyes. Was that the baby?
It's saying, not tonight, asshole. Kill Martinez so I can come into the world drama-free.
She laughed, soft, breathy, tinged with wonder. Drama-free? She echoed, resting her hand over Grim's, on her stomach. Baby already knows who their daddy is. Then, quieter. We're gonna make it right. For you. The city glittered below, chaos and beauty tangled together. But up here, in this quiet moment, something new had begun. And for the first time, it didn't feel like an ending.